Happy New Year's, everybody. It's now January 4th, so we're 4 days into 2021. How are your resolutions coming along? If you're anything like me, not perfect, and that's okay. That's the beautiful thing about this time of year is that everyone's trying to take into account typically their health more. They want to create healthier habits and improve upon themselves, and that's beautiful, and we want everyone to continue doing that. But there is one thing that I'm going to challenge you to take into account that's actually more important than your health. And that's your time, because your time is the one thing that you can never get back. And yet everybody has the same 168 hours in a week. And yet some people tend to get a ton done, and some people just seem to be turning the wheels, procrastinating on everything. And I've been on both sides of that pendulum, but this year I'm going to be sticking to the one side. And the two main ways that I've done this in the past to really account for my time, because when I do that, everything else seems to fall into line. I'm healthier, my relationships are healthier, my business is better. Everything gets better when you account for your time. So the first way that I do it, the way that I'm doing it now, it tends to be more effective. It's a little bit more involved, but I write out my ideal week. Okay, so yeah, I did this yesterday, Sunday morning. Grabbed a cup of coffee, took my planner that I'm going to start using now more often than I used to, and I write out my ideal week. And I do that by first writing down what my non-negotiables are. What is not negotiable with my time that I have to get done each and every single day? For me, there's a workout involved, has to do with diet. There's a couple of different things in there, and we'll get into more details later on down the road. But what are your non-negotiables? If you don't know what they are, figure it out. We want to figure out what your non-negotiables are so that you can account for your time better and write them out. And when you first start doing this, it might take you 30, 45 minutes or an hour to write out your ideal week. But once you really get into the swing of things and turn this into a habit every Sunday morning or afternoon or night, it should only take you about 10, 15 minutes to write down what your ideal week looks for. And once you do that, you're going to see a lot of what we call white space on the page. That's white space because there's nothing there. You have all that extra time. And once you see how much time there is and you realize you have so much time to get things done, you're also going to realize what your time vampires are. What sucks that time out of your life that you can never get back. For me, the big one's social media. I tend to just scroll on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and do some reading, and then all of a sudden I don't even know what time it is. For some people it's video games, some people it's just the TV, some people it's the news. But once you start to account for your time, you're going to notice that you have a lot of extra time, and then you're going to start to realize what tends to suck time away from you. Now, if that seems too involved and too much work initially, that's fine. The other way I've found that's a little bit more minimalist is to pick your top 3 things. Top 3 things of the day that if you get done today, you will be able to lay your head on the pillow at the end of the day and say that was a successful day. So it can be 3 things from your self-care, it can be 3 things from your family time, it can be 3 things from your business. You can pick 1 from each, you can pick 3 for each, doesn't matter what it is. But what are your 3 things that if you get done, you can call that day a success? Those are the 2 main ways that I've found accounting for your time can really help. And when you account for your time, everything else in your life tends to improve. Okay, so over the next couple days, next couple weeks, I'm going to be hopping on here and giving you little tips and tricks on how to reduce your stress, how to improve your diet, how to get moving more efficiently so that you can make 2021 the best year of your life, just like last year should have been, and the year before that, and the year before that. So let's count for our time, take our time into account, and start improving each and every single day. All right, I'll be back soon. Take care, guys.